10, an active shooter scenario tonight at a Spanish Fork Middle School. More on what Utah County Metro SWAT is doing to prepare if the unthinkable were to happen. Plus,
he is a very sweet little man, and we're going to miss him so much.
Yeah, I miss his spirit.
As National Donate Life Month wraps up tonight, we're recognizing a Utah boy who not only donated his organs, but inspired others at the same time. And it's what fun is. The amusement park Lagoon has been a part of the summers of many generations. ABC4's Craig Worth gives us a glimpse from the past of the beloved attraction, and you're worth watching.
Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News celebrates 75 years.
Hello, I'm Sarah Murphy. Thanks for joining us this evening for ABC4 News at 10. We begin tonight over in Box Elder County, where the Brigham City Police Department is asking for your help to find two runaway teens. California native 16-year-old J. Henry Carroll and 15-year-old Jack Payne ran away from Catalyst RTC, a Brigham City addiction treatment center. Now, police say the boys haven't yet reached out to their families. They do say a witness reported the pair made plans to leave and head to Los Angeles. So if you have any information about either of the boys, you can contact Box Elder Communication Center, that number right there on your screen. And now at 10, Salt Lake City police are asking also for your help in an overnight shooting and stabbing in downtown Salt Lake. Around 3 o'clock Sunday morning, police responded to a call about a stabbing at 32 East Exchange Place. That's near the Salt Lake courthouse. They found one person with critical injuries who they say is now stable in the hospital. About an hour later, police heard gunfire and found bullet holes over at the courthouse. They found the shooting suspect and took him into custody. Now, they haven't found the suspect from the stabbing. They're asking you to reach out if you have any information to call the numbers seen there on your screen. We're now looking over into Spanish Fork, where the Utah County Metro SWAT team is going through a school shooting drill. ABC4's Annika Johns joins us live from Diamond Fork Middle School. She's inside the school's library in the heart of the scenario. Annika, we can hear there's a lot going on, so tell us, what are you seeing right now?
Yeah, right now, so students and volunteers from all across the community are prepping for another scenario. They've already ran one before, and now they're just prepping to get the second one underway, all to help the SWAT team replicate a real-life school shooting. You can hear the commotion ring through the hallways and classrooms as people gather. Volunteers were advised and encouraged to make this as real as possible for these officers. Makeup of various bullet wounds and cuts were applied to students and volunteers who wanted to further make this scenario as real as possible. 3 students who were present for the Columbine shooting back in 1999 came out for the drill tonight to not only participate, but to share their own experiences.
You know, going through Columbine was the worst thing that ever happened to me, and it made me stronger, it made me tougher, but it's my total wish that it doesn't have to happen to anybody. And so if we can just protect and make sure that if it does happen, these kids are safe.
Officials told me that they plan to run this scenario multiple times tonight. Like I said earlier, they're about to start their second hostage scenario, and this is all part of what they call Hell Week for the SWAT team members to prepare them for scenarios just like this school shooting. Reporting live in Spanish Fork, Annika Johns, ABC4 News.
All right, thank you, Annika. U.S. military officials released the names of 3 soldiers killed in a helicopter crash in Alaska on Thursday, one of the men from Cache County. That man is 32-year-old Stuart Dwayne Waymont of North Logan. Officials say a 4th soldier was in the crash. Emergency responders took him to Fairbanks Memorial Hospital. They say that soldier is in stable condition. And in our flood watch, Sugar House Park Road is closed to cars through the weekend as water levels are rising. Now, water has completely covered parts of the road, and what used to be a walking lane right now, you'll see it's a temporary boat lane. Salt Lake City Parks and Recreation says this is all supposed to happen. They say they built the park to be a draining spot for other high-risk flooding locations in the area. They say right now the road is supposed to open back up to traffic tomorrow, but they haven't yet decided. So we're going to check in now with meteorologist Nate Larson for your pinpoint weather forecast. Nate, I don't know, based on the weather today, I don't know if they're going to open tomorrow. It's pretty warm.
Yeah, with all the runoff we're seeing, I doubt they'll be able to open up tomorrow, especially with the temperature trend we're going to be seeing. Let's show you what some of the rivers are doing across the state. In fact, a flood warning has been issued. This is Little Bear River showing some of the flows that we're seeing this evening. Now, this was measured at 8:45, the latest graph I could get access to showing it's at action stage, 9.64 cubic feet per second. And so 9.64 feet flowing at roughly, I think cubic feet per second is on the right side of the screen, 1.3 cubic feet per second. So it's certainly going to hit minor flood stage, it looks like, this evening. We should see it come back down just below action stage as we get into tomorrow, but it could peak Monday night into Tuesday, and so that will cause some concerns. Also adding to the list, so flood warning for Little Bear River, also for Immigration Creek, yet again into Immigration Canyon. These will be in effect through Thursday for Immigration Creek, Friday for Little Bear River, as we're going to be anticipating some of these very warm temperatures. In fact, so warm today, we had a record high for Salt Lake City, 87 degrees. That's the new record high. The previous was 84 from 2021, so it didn't hold the trophy, I guess, for too long. We chipped that away. We'll chip another one away tomorrow with southwest flow sticking around. High pressure still in place. Should bump up another degree or two. We'll talk more about the heat wave we're experiencing, and we have some moisture in the forecast. Timing on that as well. Sarah?
All right, thank you, Nate. Now new at 10, in Salt Lake, the University of Utah is celebrating a $3 billion capital campaign this evening. Tonight's event honored the Imagine New Heights campaign. Its goal to raise money to enhance and elevate the experience over at the U. They raised $3 billion, $1 billion more than their original goal. One of the event's organizers sharing more on tonight's celebration.
Here to celebrate the close of Imagine New Heights, the campaign for the University of Utah. It was a 9-year campaign to raise money across 5 different major areas for the university, including student experience, scholarships, research, and community engagement across a number of fronts.
Other highlights include more than 147,000 individual donors contributed. Gifts and donations ranged from under $10 to more than $110 million. 1/3 of all donors gave to student scholarships. Today wraps up National Donate Life Month, and we're recognizing a Utah boy who, after a tragic 4-wheeler accident last week, not only donated his organs, but is inspiring others to do the same. I spoke with this boy's family and learned how his impact, even now, is still going.
He's the life of the party, kind of. He's always caring. He loved wholeheartedly.
Yeah, he was a very sweet little boy. He loved everyone and everything.
Remembering Roper Bagley, a 14-year-old boy from Duchesne County.
He is a very sweet little man, and we're going to miss him so much.
Yeah, I miss his spirit.
Last Sunday, Roper was riding a side-by-side when it flipped. He was pinned underneath for 17 minutes. First responders took him to Primary Children's Hospital. 3 days later, he died. Roper's parents decided to donate his organs.
That was the one thing that brought me comfort when they decided when Lizzie decided that, and Shay decided that that they felt like that was what Roper wanted to do, was be an organ donor. And I said, oh, whoever gets those twinkling baby blue eyes, I want to meet that person, because I want to see that twinkle and that mischief again.
Family members say Roper, with his love for the outdoors and his funny personality, will live on.
Messages that I've been getting on Messenger from people who are the recipients, that they've received hearts, or their little girls have received a heart, and just how brave that the mom, Lizzie's been, to be able to let Roper be a donor.
So we know, without a doubt, this is what Roper wanted. He wanted to save others' lives.
I want it that way.
Tomorrow in Duchesne County, the Legacy Performing Arts Academy is hosting a benefit in Roper's honor at Altamont High School. For more information, you can head to our website, abc4.com. And coming up here on ABC4 News, ABC4's Craig Worth takes us back in time to what fun is Lagoon. Stick around to see the old film, pictures, and newspapers of the treasured amusement park. It's worth watching.
All right, plus we have a look at Deer Valley this evening. Snowpack has taken a hit with all the warm temperatures. Where we sit now and how much more is expected to melt off. Details coming up after the break.